Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. This is Real with Robo. I just watched a video, Hannity's. Um, the information I got from it was that Comey was referred for prosecution by the IG, and AG AG Bill Barr decided, nah, I'm not going to prosecute him for this right now. So basically, everybody's all in a whole big hubbub about something. So let me give you a couple options of what I think Bill Barr is doing. One, say he did prosecute Comey on this little petty stuff, and Comey decides to plea and make a deal, then that's going to make all the big rats run. You see where I'm going to? So maybe he just said, I'll pass on this for right now. I'm working on something bigger. Now, my thing is this is what I think Bill Barr is doing. I think he's actually working that bit of information into the FISA court investigation that he's doing. And I think it'll probably come out during that prosecution to add charges to the big charge. That's what I'm thinking it's going to do. Why he's saying no, not right now. He may be adding it to the big charge. There's also another route he could take, which would be saying no to this one to get him on the big charge. And then when he gets him on the big charge and he rats out all the rats, then he turns around and comes back to get him more, sentencing by then prosecuting this case after that one. So, he prosecutes him for the FISA courts. They say, oh, well, we want to make a deal. We'll tell you everybody's involved and how they're involved in this, that, and the other thing. On charges that, blase weren't brought up in the Mueller report, didn't give immunity to this, that, and the other thing. And my thing is that maybe he'll be like, okay, this is what we're going to prosecute you for this time. And then he gets all the information and brings all the crooks to justice. And then turn around, say like the deal is instead of getting 30 years in prison, he only gets like 5 because he made a deal and gave up all that information. Well, then Bill Barr comes back and says, but wait, I had this prosecution referred to me and I said I'm not going to prosecute you at this time. Well, now I'm going to prosecute you for this. Well, I want to make a deal. No deals. None. And then he gets like 20 years tacked on to the other one. Now that's another possibility that I was thinking. So my point is that we need to wait and be patient. Don't go off the hook about it. Just sit back and wait and look at Bill Barr. Bill Barr is a very intelligent man, and he never, ever lets people know what's really going on in his mind. Like when he was being, questioned, and he was just like, I can't tell you that because period, point blank, it's against the law. Well, we want it. Well, you're not going to get it. Well, we'll hold you in contempt. Whatever. I think he knows who the main players, the key players are, and how they're related to these other players in the game. And I think that he's probably keeping his mouth shut on shit and not really giving us the real deal Holyfield, because he knows that once he scares one little rat, all the rats are going to probably flee to some, non-extradition country, which they'll probably try and do anyway. Now, the big thing is that I heard a rumor that there were going to be 8 people prosecuted. That's how many people they were investigating. And so, by reason of insanity, because you know me, I'm crazy, but by reason of insanity, I'm thinking Clinton, Bill Clinton, probably Uma, James Comey, John, whoever the hell, the guy from the CIA, the 2 lovebirds, and then the last one is probably going to be either the guy that's getting replaced right now, which I really can't see happening because, Trump said something nice about him, and he rarely ever does that when he, fires somebody. So I'm thinking it's probably not him, but probably Rod Rosenstein, because of those 3 memos. When basically Mueller was telling Rod Rosenstein which way, which permissions he needed to have to go a certain way to get after Trump. So those are the 8 that I'm thinking are going to be brought up on charges. And I'm definitely hoping Obama will be somewhere in it, because he deserves it. He really deserves it. Him and Clinton really deserve it. But then, I don't know, maybe nobody will be. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll just be like a little flash in the pan, and nobody will be brought to justice, and it's just going to be a lottie-dottie. We have all this evidence, but we're still not going to do shit with it.
Chelsea Clinton needs to be brought to justice.
Chelsea Clinton is the one that snitched on the Clinton Foundation.
No, for procreating. Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't stop the... Yeah, it's early in the morning here. His brain is... Yeah. Anyway.
Nobody move. Drop my brain.
Please don't move. Anyway, so like I was saying, those are the ones that should be brought up. And I think that Chelsea, since he put her in it, should also be interrogated, since they wanted to, interrogate all of Trump's family. I think that Chelsea should be interrogated too about the Clinton Foundation and their pay to play. Because yes, there is also a paper trail of the pay to play. And certainly it may be circumstantial, but it is seriously, without a shadow of a doubt, very intriguing to look over. But I'm not going to talk about that. Like I said, we're going to try and get in the mind of Barr. And what I'm thinking is he gave a pass today to Comey for now. And that's exactly what he said. He said, I'm not going to prosecute right now. I decline right now. Because he's clearly got bigger fish to fry. So to Hannity and all them, I'm just going to tell you what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to probably make a deal with Comey to get all the names of the players in the game, all the wrongdoers, and then he's going to bring them to justice, and Comey's going to think that he made a great deal and turn around, and Barr's going to slap him with that and say it's about time we prosecute this now. Since he basically told on himself to Congress. So, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Bill Barr, and I have a lot of faith in John Durham, and I don't think those two could be bought. I think they follow the legal law to the letter. But whatever the case, James Comey, the super duper patriot, the epic follow the rules, goody two shoe, by the book, big boy of the FBI.
By his own book.
His reputation and his bullshit is going to be smeared all over his ugly ass face. And for once, he might just shut the fuck up. Because I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I'm tired of hearing about James Comey. I'm tired of hearing James Comey. I'm tired of hearing anything to do with James Comey. I want to see him get justice. Well, the other end of justice, where they say, you're a treasonous bastard. Go to jail and never come out. Let's see how many media stations are going to rush to his jail cell to interview him. And whoever bought the book, you're dumb. You're really dumb.
Get your money back.
You should have wasted your money on Jeff Garrett's book. Okay, for real though. For real though. You should have wasted your money right there. But anyway, like I said, Patriots, don't get downhearted that there's a two-tier justice system, because Bill Barr has something up his sleeve. He does. He has something up his sleeve. Like, because he is way too interested in all this. And he said that there are too many questions that are left unanswered. And now that I started looking into this, I have more questions than I had when I started out. So you already know this is just another piece of the puzzle for him. And if he doesn't put it on stage, both at the same time, you already know he's gonna catch him. He will. He'll catch him in the okie doke. You watch. And that's real with Robo. Y'all have a good night. Or a good morning. Or whatever. Good night for me. Yeah, have a good... something. And it's a good night for me. That's real with Robo.